Hello and welcome to At Your Service. I'm David Hawksworth, your host. I'm here at the General Services Building today with Brent Curtis, who's the E3 coordinator. Brent, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yeah. We're here to talk about not one, but two events coming up in the next month or so.
Yeah, spring is busy.
Yeah. So we've got the Free Landfill Day on April 27th.
Correct.
Right? And then the e-waste recycling event on May 4th.
Correct.
All right. So tell me about the Free Landfill Day.
Free Landfill Day will be from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's free to any Salina County resident, so if you have a Salina County tag, you'll be able to get in for free. There are restrictions as far as what they'll take for free. Certain things still require a fee, like tires, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. They don't want any liquids. It's basically any kind of normal thing you would take out to the landfill, normal household trash, we'll take for free. And then commercial is still get charged, but this is mainly for the residents to take advantage of.
Okay. I know you need to have a Salina County tag on your car to be eligible.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
And probably an important thing to note is if you're going to take something out there to the landfill in an open trailer, for example, you have to make sure it's strapped down and tarped.
That is correct. That will still be enforced. Free, double free is still free, but right. they'll charge you the minimum fee if you don't have it properly tarped. Okay. So tarping is still in effect regardless.
Yeah. We want to keep the trash we want to keep the trash in the landfill and not on the side of the road.
Exactly.
So, okay. Anything else we need to know about Free Landfill Day?
Just that sometimes a line will be created depending on how busy it is. If it's a really nice day, it'll be much busier than if it's rainy or something. Mm-hmm. But they do close the gates at 2 p.m. So even if you're in line, they close at 2.
Right.
Most of the guys out there that are volunteering, they're coming in on their Saturdays. It's not something they normally do. Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure they get out on time.
Right. Okay. If you've never been out to the landfill, it's down on Burma Road.
Yep, 4292 South Burma Road.
So just a little south of Waterwell Road.
Yes, and I know there was construction out there a couple of weeks ago. Oh, okay. So I actually had to go through, take out Crawford to Burma. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's still like that as of today, but I know when I was going to go out there and check they were doing some kind of road construction on Waterwell. So I would check that to make sure it's not blocked. If it is, you may have to find an alternate route. But yeah, Crawford was open for me that day. So
you can get there equally well going down Crawford.
Exactly. Yep. Just take Crawford west and then head south on Burma.
Okay. All right. Now the next event is in town.
Yes.
On May 4th. So tell me about e-waste recycling.
Yeah, so every year we hold an annual event, usually the first Saturday in May, which this year falls on May 4th. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's for e-waste, computers, laptops, video games, TVs, appliances, large and small. Mm-hmm. They'll take almost anything that has a cord or uses a battery. Okay. There are restrictions on certain things. And you can find that on the website, which is salina-ks.gov/e-waste.
Okay, yeah, I went to the event last year, and boy, was it busy there. Yeah,
we had over 400 people come through, 400 cars. Yeah. So, and then this year we're actually hosting the Salina Emergency Aid Food Bank to give donations because we get such good traffic that comes through there that. Mm-hmm. We are hoping that people will also bring out non-perishable goods and hygiene products for the food bank, and they'll be right there front and center, so you can see them and know that they're there. So
yeah, and I know that there's great need for just about any kind of donation to the food bank these days.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I think we think of more in the holidays. Mm-hmm. And so with this being a spring event, we're hoping that we can draw some attention and help them out in that way, as well as, keeping all this unnecessary and potentially hazardous materials out of our landfill. Right. So that's why we do this once a year.
Yeah. Yeah, we took a refrigerator out there last year, and they took it. So
Yeah, we'll take any kind of appliance. If it doesn't have a certificate saying the Freon's been removed, there's a charge for that. I think it's $10. But if the Freon's been removed and you have that certificate, no matter how big the appliance is, they still take it for free. So
okay, all right. This is out at the Berkeley Family Recreational Area.
yeah, Berkeley Family Recreational Area out of Markley Road, the old airport, basically. You come in near the water tower at the south entrance, and then you just follow the cones. If you do have something that requires a fee, we'll have people out there asking, like, do you have an LCD TV, a CRT monitor, something like that. If you do, they'll take your fee, and then you go through, and we collect it and separate it.
Yeah, it moved along pretty well when we were there. So
Yeah, the early on, the lines are kind of long. People start getting there sometimes before we show up to set up. But it typically goes through pretty fast because I'm gonna say had 15 to 20 people out there just constantly running and getting stuff put away, and so.
right, yeah, I think we were only there about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah. And that's, I would say, is on the longer side of a wait time. So
Yeah, 'cause I think just because we had such a large appliance, we
yeah.
had to get some manpower to get it out.
Yeah, the more stuff you have and the larger you have, then it's going to take a little longer to unload it. But yeah, we want to encourage people to bring all that stuff.
Yeah, great way to keep it out of the landfill, and some of the material gets recycled, I'm assuming.
Yes, as much as possible. The company we use, they take it to a certified recycler. Okay. And so if you have computers or whatever, we recommend that you wipe the hard drives and stuff beforehand. But if you don't, even if you do, the company that takes them, they wipe them again. And then they go through and they salvage any parts that they can reuse. If the parts aren't reusable, then they break them down for the actual materials.
Okay.
And then anything that they can't recycle, which on a computer, for instance, is a small amount of usually just plastic that's not recyclable. That does get thrown away, but they recycle as much as they possibly can.
Okay, all right. So good thing to keep in mind as spring gets closer, and I guess we're pretty much in full bloom in spring. And I know a lot of people like to do their spring cleaning here coming up, so this is the perfect time to do that. Get your stuff to the landfill, get all your electronics to the e-waste recycling event.
Yeah, we appreciate it. It's a way for us to try and show the city's appreciation for the citizens and stuff, that and that we know that this is the time of year people start clearing out the old to bring in the new, and we want to give them an opportunity to have some place to go. So
right. And keep in mind that if you have anything like some sort of hazardous waste, we have a household hazardous waste facility, and just for regular recycling, the recycling center on North Street.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're cleaning out and you have old paint or old wood stain, that would take to the HHW, so we can get that properly disposed of as well. So it's a busy time, spring. So there's so many things we have to try and remind people of, and but anything that we can do to mitigate the amount of products in general, but especially hazardous products that go into the landfill.
Right. I know we're opening a new cell over at the landfill coming up here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think this month they're going to get the contract arranged for all of that. So.
They are getting close. I don't remember what cell number it is. I think it's 21. Yeah. So lots of stuff going on right now.
Right. Okay. Well, we look forward to seeing you on April 27th down at the landfill, and on Saturday, May 4th, over at Berkeley Family Recreational Area for the e-waste recycling event.
Yes.
All right. Brent, thanks for your time. I really appreciate it.
No, thank you very much. I appreciate it as well.
And we'll see you next time on At Your Service.